Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Brennan and today I'm going to show you how to use the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. It's a very light piece of plastic contraption. It's got its own bone folder in a compartment on the right and you can slit it in so it doesn't get lost. It's got a punch to punch the notches as well as a reverse punch to punch the flaps. On the left you've got measurements for the guide and instructions at the top, as well as a myriad of measurements for different card sizes that you can make different sized envelopes. It gives you the card size, the paper size, as well as the score line, and all measurements are in inches. Let's start by making an envelope for an A6 envelope. I normally have got A6 envelopes, but this is a special card. So I wanted to show you how it is to make an envelope when the paper is small enough to be on the board. This is the card and it measures just under 6 inches by just under 4¼ inches. So the measurement that is closest on the board that I can use is going to measure 4½ inches by 6 inches. And it says there, if you want to make a card that is 4½ inches by 6 inches, you need a paper that is 8½ inches square, and you will be scoring it at 3¾ inches. Now you only follow that measurement of 3¾ inches once. So it's relatively straightforward. Let me show you. To see how I made these cards, I'll put the link to them in the description below. So you met at 3¾ inches on the left, you just score right. Just follow the score groove and use the scoring tool and score it and then punch the notch. You only need to look at that measurement once. Then you turn the paper clockwise, align it to the score guide and score again in the same groove. Punch, turn, and do this another 2 times. So what you're doing is you're just doing it on all 4 sides. You're aligning the crease to the score guide. You're scoring the paper on the right, use the score groove, and you're punching a notch. That's all you're doing. You're doing this 4 times, but you only follow the measurement once, and that's the first time. Follow the score lines and fold the envelope. Now it can be either a horizontal or portrait, depending on how you want to use the envelope, and you can use it in the standard way. And what you can do is also use the reverse punch to put a little punch and curve, right, nice curve at the flap of your envelope, and you can do it on both flaps so it looks nice and complete, the envelope, and professional. So it's straightforward to do it, and I like using papers where the inside's got a different pattern, so it looks very, very elegant. Now let's look at how we make another envelope, and this is a slimline envelope. This is a little trickier because the paper size is a lot bigger than the scoreboard. So this is the slimline card that I made. Again, how to make this card, the link to the video is in the description below. So this measures 3½ inches by 8½ inches. Just follow the measurements there, and it says you need a paper size that is 9¾ inches. I use most of my 12 by 12 papers to do this. Cut it down, use the score tool, and then the score guide here, and you do it only once at 3/1/8 inches. And you can see the score line is not very visible, the score groove. So I'm punching the notch first, and then I'm just going to score the line for the groove as much as it allows me on the board. Now the whole thing can't be scored because the paper is bigger. Remove the paper and just fold it. Start with where you've already scored and then just extrapolate it. Use your bone folder to make sure the crease is visible so you can align it with the score guide and just score again. This time it's the shorter side of the slimline envelope. So you're just going to score it on what's visible on the right side of the groove. Punch the notch and do the same thing. So this is the longer side and you'll do the same thing. Align the crease with the score guide on the left and then just follow the groove on the scoreboard and score it as much as you can on the paper that touches that is over the board, and then punch the notch, lift it, and do the same thing. So this is the way to use the envelope punch board when the paper is larger than the scoreboard. So I think they didn't want to make such a large scoreboard. If not, it'll be hard to store these things. As we know, we all have got limited storage spaces in our craft space. Then you just fold the envelope or the paper that is based on the score lines. And the flaps will be a bit bigger. Just fold it in, cut it in. You can do whatever you want. I just fold it and just glue it together, and it got that nice finish. This envelope, it does not have a pattern inside, and that's fine. I just use all of the 12 by 12 paper I've had in my stash for ages. Again, you can have it portrait or landscape. And there you go. You can just put your slimline card in there. Perfect. Now I'm going to show you really quickly again on how you do a slimline card. I don't make many slimline cards, which is why I don't have any ready-made slimline envelopes available. And I'm fine to make a slimline envelope when I need it with the large 12 by 12 stash of papers that I have. And I'm sure we all have that. You can get 12 by 12 papers in some thrift shops or bookshops. I've seen this pack that I got to make this. I got it for £3 for an entire pack of 40 odd sheets of 12 by 12 paper. You don't need anything too fancy. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press the notification bell so you're alerted when a new video is uploaded. I really hope this tutorial will encourage you to take out that punch board that you may have got and not used and use it to make some nice envelopes to go with your lovely cards, and even make some unusual card sizes now that you know you can make an envelope from quite a few card sizes as listed on the punch board so clearly. Thank you again for stopping by. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you at my next video.